Chris Byrd, former two-time heavyweight champion.
He is the pride of Flint, Michigan, the heavyweight no one wants to face, Chris Byrd.
I'm here today with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. This is the Bird's Eye View. I'm talking to former light heavyweight champion, one of the great coaches, also Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. How you doing, Eddie? How is everything?
Chris, everything is perfect, and I'm glad to see you and your wife. You know, you guys were a credit to the game, and that's good to me.
Oh, that's great. I want to talk about your career. I know a lot of people know you as a coach. And
Right.
they've seen you for years in corners, coaching and doing that, but you was a great fighter also.
You know,
a great fighter, one I looked up to, so.
You know, and I never pat myself on the back as far as, you know, calling myself a great fighter. I like when guys like Chris Byrd, you know, former heavyweight champion, you know, guys like that, Evander, you know, say, man, you were a great fighter. And you know, I like that, and I appreciate that. And, you know, that gives me a chance to stick my chest out, you know, real high, because I thought highly of you guys. Because when you guys stepped into that ring, you know, you guys showed everybody, especially you, Chris, fight against those giants, you know, you showed them how to do it. And, you know, I was very impressed with that.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the house.
Yeah, Brooklyn's in the house.
Brooklyn in
Mike
the house.
Tyson, Riddick. You know,
Yeah, all the guys.
Yeah.
Zab Judah now.
Zab, yeah, you know.
Well, how'd you get started into the boxing?
You know what? I was always like, you know, I'd like to fight in the street. You know, that was me. I had a reputation when I was growing up because I'm from the Brownsville section of Brooklyn.
Okay.
That's a crazy section.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy,
section.
yeah.
So, you know, you have to fight to go to the store for your mother and fight to get back in the house to bring in the groceries. So I did that, and, you know, Coach saw me, Coach Watson saw me, took me down to the gym, and I kind of liked it. You know, I kind of liked it. I like one-on-one.
Yeah.
And that was great. And I got a lot of respect for the game because I knew what it took to become a world champion.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be in shape. You can play baseball, basketball,
Yes.
football. You can't play boxing.
Yeah, you can't.
And I
You know
found
that.
that out. And, you know, I loved it.
And that's good. How was your journey then? You know, starting in amateur, 'cause I know you had a lot of amateur fights, and then now it's a journey all the way to the professional and highest level professional.
Yeah, you know, believe it or not, Chris, and a lot of people don't know this, I was an alternate on a 72 Olympic team.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that.
See?
Get out of
Yeah,
here! So you was really high.
I had a great amateur career. I lost into the finals of the Olympic trials to Jesse Valdez, who went on to, I think Jesse won a bronze medal. Yeah, but I had a great amateur career. I mean, it was what it was. But then after that, I turned pro, and I just kept knocking guys out. You know,
Man,
it was
and
great.
then you knocking guys out, winning, and then getting into the mix of fighting for the light heavyweight title.
Right.
Because you started like your career at a smaller weight,
147 pounds.
147 pounds,
Yeah.
and then moved up to
Moved
through
up.
and fighting light heavyweight
Yeah.
and getting to the highest level of
Yeah.
boxing. How was that feeling?
But God was on my side.
Yeah, have to be getting
You know?
to that level.
And the thing that I was always taught, my father always told me, he said, listen, he asked me, what do I want to do in life? I said, Pop, I want to be a world champion. He said, I'm going to give you some advice. I said, okay, I'm listening. He says, number one, hands up, chin down, behind off the canvas, and you'll be world champion. And I took that advice, and I became world champion.
That's great, and that desire in you, you know, through fights like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
You know, being in the ring and the desire. You said you were destined to win. You knew knew you were gonna get to the title.
That was my calling, yeah, no doubt. Boxing was my calling, and I knew that if I was to, you know, put my all in all into it, everything I had, I knew I was going to become world champion. Just give me an opportune time, and I'll show the world what I got.
Wow. So who were some of the greats you fought?
Saad Muhammad.
Matthew Saad Muhammad. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I still feel the effects of that.
Saad Muhammad.
Benny Briscoe, Jesse Burnett. I mean, Victor Galindez.
You fought all the top
The
guys.
funny thing about it is, and the guys will tell me, oh man, you know, you fought some killers. I said, you're right, but you know what? They forgot that I was a killer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I threw that back at them. But you know, I respected those guys because what they brought to the table, it upped my game. You know?
Yeah, definitely. That's
yeah.
funny. You're fighting a killer. Yeah, forget about that.
Yeah,
But see, I'm a boxing guy.
Yeah.
And when you bring those names out, I'm like, get out of here. I heard of Benny Briscoe. Like you said, 72.
Yeah.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
So, but I heard the names. My father was a fighter.
Yeah.
And he know all the names.
Right,
So
right.
You heard about you,
Right,
you know, and then
yeah.
my brothers
Right.
around your age,
Right.
you know, they're a lot older than me, talk about boxing. So they talk about names.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking to the man that fought not only a lot of those names, but I'm talking to the man.
I fought,
the name I heard in my household
Yeah.
growing up. So that's impressive to me. And talking to you and you talk about boxing and exciting, I mean, I love it. I love it. And you win the title and continue fighting. Tell me about your retirement, though.
Well, it's a funny thing because I made a promise to myself.
Yeah.
And the promise to myself was if I was to ever get stopped in a fight, whether it's a cut or I couldn't continue, that would be it. I made that promise to myself. So in my 60th fight, I got dropped, I got up, and the referee said, "You okay?" And I said, "I'm okay." He said, "Step to me." I stepped to him with my hands up. He stopped the fight. I didn't argue with him. I said, "Okay, maybe it's my time to stop." And I just walked away.
For real?
Yeah.
So that's the only time you ever been stopped?
The only time, yeah. Only time.
Wow, and that promise came through. You were done.
That was done. That was it. And they offered me a lot of money to fight a lot of, up and coming guys. But I'm not a stepping stone.
Yeah.
I had a lot more to offer than just being a stepping stone. And so I just decided to call it a career.
So how was your desire now? Like after you retired, and was it still that feeling that, okay, did I make a mistake? Do I still want to fight? Or do you watch boxing and say, I can still get in there and do that?
Oh, I mean, even today at 60 years old, I looked at those guys and I said, I can still do that. But, listen, I'm not going to kid myself. That game is over. I'm having a good time. I'm a grandfather. I'm a great grandfather.
that's
So
a
I'm
blessing.
having a great
That's a
time.
blessing.
I mean, I'm living a great life.
That's great.
I'm training champions. I got guys that are getting ready to fight for championships. I mean, God has blessed me, and I don't look back. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I had a great time. And I'm doing your show.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
But that's great to hear. And I have one last question.
Okay.
Hardest fight, win or loss?
The hardest, oh man, you're not gonna believe it. Say I had a guy, well, I'll give you two hard fights. One with Matthew Saad Muhammad. He hit me, he knocked me down in the first round. I got up at the counter 9.5 because I didn't know what was going on. So I got up and I said, the referee said, you okay? And I said, you get out of my way. And I beat him in his hometown of Philadelphia.
Wow, Matthew Saad Muhammad.
He hit me the hardest. But another guy was Mario Rosa.
Okay.
He knocked me down in the 6th and in the 7th round. And as I got up from the knockdowns, I see my mother. She said, "You okay?" And I got up. I said, "I'm gonna show you I'm okay." And I hit him one time. The fight was over. Knocked him out cold.
Wow.
I went, took a shower, came back. He was just getting up.
Wow.
Yeah,
and those are the hardest fights. And the hardest fights and you were winner in both fights.
Yeah, both fights. Yeah.
But see, and that's one thing I want people to really understand. In boxing, you can have a hard fight in losing. Of course, you lost.
Right.
But sometimes your hardest fight is in winning.
Exactly.
Because it's a war.
Exactly.
So, hey, I appreciate it. I thank you for your time.
Anytime, Chris.
It's a blessing. You talking about a great fighter, but a great man also.
Thank
you heard his story
Thank you.
in this amount of time. You watching the Bird's Eye View. Next week, we'll have on Wayne McCullough, former 1992 Olympic silver medalist and former bantamweight champion of the world.